Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to use Airtable to track all of our data for our middle school students. So first thing, what we're going to do is you're going to go to Airtable and you're going to log in. You've all been invited to this site and to this table, so you're going to be able to look at everything and work with everything. So we're going to go to student tracking because that's the one we want. And if you notice, we've got the three different grades. So you will find your kids based on grade in these columns. And what we're going to do is I am going to go through a kid with random information, just so you can see it. I'll delete it later. And how we would like you to fill these things in so that everybody can use this data and it can be valuable data, not just a garbled mess that people are putting in random things. If we put in very specific items in a very specific fashion, then we have valuable data. So let's use Mitchell. So we're going to pick subject area, and all we have to do to pick a subject area is click and then click add an option and then pick your subject area. You guys should only be putting in one subject area at a time because you are the subject area teachers. If Chrissy or I are putting them in, or if you're putting information in for somebody else, then you might choose multiple areas. So I'll choose math. Then for current grade, we click once to get the box highlighted, then double click to open it. Once we have it open, this is going to be the format that we'll use. We'll put in the numbered date. So this student got a 78. We'll put the course, comma, your initials, and then the date. And then you just click elsewhere and it's saved in there. So then for weeks behind, again, click once and it'll highlight, click twice, and we'll be ready to go. Then you put in the weeks behind. So in this case, we'll say he's 4.3. I, on mine, did weeks behind, but you know it's weeks behind. 4.3, and then you put in your subject. Then you put in your initials again, and you put in the date. Over here, it's an ID one and it's a selection, so you're going to click add an option and you're going to pick which ones of these it is. I had a couple that it was DBAs. They weren't doing their DBAs. So you click on DBAs and you can add a second option if you want to, or you don't have to. Next, we have our interventions, and because we are in our final 8 weeks, we would put our interventions in here. Here you're going to type in your interventions, what you're doing. So I would say so I'm going to contact the student every day to ensure work is being turned in. I will put my initials and I will put the date. It's very important that we put the date on all of these in your initials so that we can track who's making the changes and when the changes are being made. It's very, very important to make this valuable data. All right, monitoring strategies, how we're going to monitor the strategies. I'm going to check pace in grades to determine if improvements are occurring. Again, my initials and the date. The outcomes would be improved, will be on pace, improved grades. Again, initials and the date. Oops, we got to fix this. And then comments, you can put in any comments you'd like. Now, there is another way to enter things if you would like. So this was our basic way of entering things. You can also go over here to the expand record space. Click on expand record. And in here, you can do the exact same things. Here, we'll go to the next line and we can type the information in. So it works the exact same way. Please make sure, like I said, we're going to put in the information we want. So in this case, the current grade, the subject area, your initials, and then the date. Down here, weeks behind, the subject area, your initials, the date. What the intervention is, your initials, the date. What the strategies are you're going to monitor with, your initials, the date, outcomes, your initials, the dates. So we want to do this so when we go back and look, if we have months of data, we'll see exactly who's putting everything in and when it was put in so we can track much better. So this should be it. If you have multiple grade levels, which I believe you do, all you're going to do is click on the tab and it'll take you to your next grade level. Now remember, this is one of the basic ways you can enter in data, or you can click on the expand record and enter your data there. As you can see here, we had multiple layers of data. You can see why the date and the initials would be important, because if this was 3 different dates and 3 different people entering it, we could all tell who was doing what and when it was being done. Okay? So I hope this helped. If you have any questions, please let me know.